Let's go. What's up, everybody? My first question of what we're diving into today is, what is the most important thing you learned last month? And if it takes you a second, you can't really remember, that's the point of today's video. It's we trick ourselves into thinking that we are going to remember the things that matter most. And in some ways, I do agree, the good stuff sticks. We do remember maybe that impactful quote or that one thing that we remembered from a book or a movie or something that someone said to us. But for the most part, to really create behavior change, we got to leave reminders. The greats leave reminders. And it goes into this idea Chris Williamson talks about. It's, yes, the good things stick, but also it's hard to remember, like, what was your favorite question that you found on Twitter, or what was your favorite question that you learned from an article that you read, or a lesson that you're trying to change your behavior, you're trying to create new habits. We must leave reminders. And some reminders that I do, I'll leave out books with note cards in my favorite parts. So like the Almanac of Naval Ravikant, or the 48 Laws of Power, or I have a couple books that are like a daily, kind of like the Daily Stoic, but I'll leave those out because if I have to go to the bookshelf, pull it out, remember what page I'm on, it's not going to work. So I'll leave one maybe on my kitchen table, and I'll leave one on my coffee table. And then a new idea that I like from the host of Modern Wisdom, Chris Williamson, he talks about, like, the good old days are right now. The good old days are right now. Those things we are wishing for, most of those things that we used to wish for, we already have. And yes, we want to aspire for more, but a lot of life comes back to, are we just enjoying the present moment, and are we fully immersed? Are we consumed in a positive way with our breath, our present moment? Are we enjoying right now? Because in reality, that's all we can really control. And most of life, we're going to look back and just say, was I in the moment when I was recording this video, while I was training jujitsu and getting kicked in the eye? Was I present when I'm going to go watch Game of Thrones with my roommates? And I love what Chris Williams said. Leave sticky notes in your house of, maybe it's like, what went well today? Or what made you laugh today? Or what did you learn today? Or are you being present right now? Just leaving those sticky notes with little lessons or questions that can bring you back to the present moment is one way that we can make the most of our time right now. And I thought another idea was just leaving those sticky notes of our favorite questions, our favorite quotes, or maybe you go back and you revisit some of your favorite tweets, or what was your favorite tweet of the previous week. So I think we're just tricking ourselves into thinking that we can remember everything. We can remember our favorite things, maybe one or two, but we're definitely not remembering 5. So how can we leave constant reminders where, like one of my favorite ones from Yogi Roth, it's fun. Am I having the most fun in the history of ever? And if I'm like, no, it's like, okay, why not? I want to have the most fun, whether I'm training jujitsu and I got kicked in the eye, or it's super hot out in Portland right now. We have a heat wave. It's 100 degrees, like 5 days in a row. Like, in some ways I could be complaining and be negative about it, but instead I'm going to try to have the most fun in the history of ever. So just to recap, like, we can't remember all the good stuff. Yes, the good stuff sticks, but we can't remember everything. And the greats, I believe, leave out reminders, whether it's a book, whether it's a Memento Mori coin that says one day you will die. Maybe it's an Amor Fati coin from Ryan Holiday that's love fate. How can we turn to love everything that happens to us? But I think the greats leave reminders so that we can come back. We're often reminded of the person we want to be in this moment right now. So I appreciate you tuning in. Let's stay on a mission and keep stacking those daily deposits and making every day the best day of the year. Until tomorrow, peace.